watching CBS News Detroit.
Welcome back. As the seasons change and holidays approach, dealing with grief can be heightened for many.
It absolutely can, and now a local nonprofit is providing a space to help give those grieving a little bit more support. And joining us now to share details is the founder of the Hug Haven, Chelsea Walker. Good to have you here with us this morning.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Such a pleasure.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit all about the Hug Haven. What is it all about?
Absolutely. So the Hug Haven is actually an abbreviation. It stands for Healing Unbearable Grievances. Essentially, we are a nonprofit organization. We provide grief as well as trauma navigation support to the Metro Detroit area.
So how do you help people deal with grief? Do you have some techniques you can share with us or some things you get them to do?
Absolutely. So as of lately, we've been hosting more non-traditional ways of focusing on grief. So whether that's through movement, intimate settings such as journaling, things like that. We also have licensed therapists that are partner with our organization to provide free trauma and grief navigation sessions for our participants and members.
And why did you decide to start the organization?
Absolutely. So spring of March 2022 actually was my first encounter with grief. I lost 3 very endearing loved ones. My godson, my best friend, and my grandmother all passed within a month span. And this past Saturday, the 23rd, was the 2-year anniversary of their passing, Kelly and Kanan. And really just the lack of resources for navigating grief is something that really fueled my passion for it. And I've just been kind of trucking along ever since.
Trucking along, I like to hear that. Now, you did say a lack of resources. Obviously, you have a big resource. If people want to get in touch with you, how do they go about doing that?
Absolutely. So we are on all networks at thehughaven.org, so all social platforms, social networks, as well as our website, thehughaven.org. And essentially, they can connect with us through any resources or events that we're hosting. They're always free for everyone to come out, and I'm always a resource as well. I'm pretty active in the community, so just connecting with me personally is an option to connect also.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the hardest step, initially reaching out for help, right?
So we do a lot of outsourcing. Typically, I'll send individual invites if I see someone personally I know navigating, and then also just trying to get my organization and our mission out there through things like the news as well as social media, to just let people know that it's a safe space for you to come check it out and then hopefully continue to show up for yourself and others.
And you mentioned special events. You have one coming up. It's coming up this Friday.
Yes. So this Friday, March 29th, we're hosting Pen Pals, which is like a social journaling event. We'll have mocktails, we'll have a DJ, and it'll just be a more lighthearted approach to navigating grief. Sometimes this can be very heavy emotion. So we'll be offering something that's much more lighthearted.
Very nice. And that's Pen Pals. And once again, when's that time and place?
Friday, March 29th. It is at 6:30 p.m. And our link is in our hughaven.org.
Very nice, Chelsea. Thanks a lot for dropping by this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's see what Troy now has in store.